Larry Hughes is going to come and share with you this morning how God is directing his path and encounters he has with God.
Thanks. I've got a little bit longer story. I'm going to take you all the way back to where I grew up. I grew up in western North Carolina, very poor. Everybody around us was poor. We did have running water, though, where I grew up. I'd grab a bucket and run and get it. We had central heat. There's wood stuff in the middle of the living room. That's the way I grew up, but somehow I was able to go to college and was able to live the American dream. I had a great job coming out of college, had a great career track, but in my senior year of college, I had a dramatic salvation experience with God. I had parents who loved me, had me in church every time the door opened, but along the way, the world was changing, and I thought I had to embrace all of it. So I went out and chased it all, had to experience it all, and thought to myself, when I've experienced it all, then I'll serve God. But God had other plans for me. I was really conflicted as a young man, had a great job opportunity, but chose to leave that, became involved with a church that was a small house church, and I refer to it as a cult because it was very controlling. And along the way, my faith began to wane. I got married, was getting ready to have my first child, decided things had to change. So I took a job in Boone and moved as far away from where I was as I could get, and still stay in the state of North Carolina. And then began to live the American dream. And along the way, though, I got so busy that I forgot God. A friend of mine told me recently, if Satan tempts you to sin, he'll get you busy. And that's what happened in my life. I got busier and busier and busier. Was being very successful financially, had a great career. My personal life was suffering, though, because I didn't have time for God, didn't have time for family, didn't have time for myself. I was just chasing the dream. Somehow, through all that, I had some tremendous crises in my personal life, had a devastating personal life for a while, but I still was being successful financially. Married a wonderful woman today, have great kids, have great stepchildren that love me. I don't know why, though, because I look back, because I didn't give them the time that I should have. I didn't serve the God I knew. Well, 7 or 8 years ago, God began to pull on my heart again. And over a period of about 6 months to a year, I realized what I was missing with that relationship with God. And he began to draw me closer. I began every day getting up in the morning and giving him the first hour and seeking him and finding him. My work was so busy, I was traveling all over. I got asked to move closer to airports and highways, so I did. I moved to Winston-Salem. My wife and I found Hillsdale United Methodist Church, which was just another great step forward with God. And I began really get involved, Tim and I did, and my faith continued to grow along the way. I now know why God did that, why God's working in my life. Tuesday, 2 weeks ago, I went to a doctor at Duke to get a second opinion. I've been having difficulty with my vocal cords for about a year now, almost 2. And 2 years ago, or a year and a half, when the doctors first began to do tests, he dropped a bomb on me and told me what disease I might have. For a 2-week period, I just sought God, didn't share it with my wife at all. And I remember praying, God, I'm yours. I'm giving myself to you. And if that's how you choose to use my life, I'm yours, totally. Well, last Tuesday, 2 weeks ago, the doctor confirmed what my disease was. He diagnosed me with ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. But I know God is in this. I know God's going to use this for his glory, and I'm all in, totally in. I'm Larry Hughes, and I'm second.